Hello, my correct obedient family. I throw a salute to happy weekend to all of you now. Yes, so I say I can't give una this update. Una know say the northern elites they don't carry gbege no be small. They don't one bala blue bulaba. Yes, say make in no try waiting one try so with Niger. Yes, I know they in support of this one or they drag the matter no be small. Then say because the thing when it starts, una know say na from north na then go first they feel the heat pass before enter all that state. People like Sokoto and Taraba and other states where they very close. My people. They don't I make them come one and they know they in support of this one. Meanwhile, now come the thing say she the time when they talk say in go employ, in go recruit 50 million youths into military. She don't know say this kind of thing go happen. I been be done they prepare. In short, I know just understand. And all those military where they carry a titi to go display for Lekki toll gate. This is time for now. Do you know some people them whoa now put tears for their parents and this time for now. Asari Dokubo over to you. My people, my live on. When I watch this video, listen to this video. Help me share this video as you do. And God go bless all of us. Go protect us. I hope saying go they hear this one now because anyway, Sha, I go see you now for the next video. Now bye bye.
Now, a lot has been going on in Nigeria in the last 3 days, and everything happening to a great extent would have an effect on the judgment of the Presidential Election Petition Tribunal. First of all, it was the European Union, EU, that condemned the presidential election. Now, Royal Institute for International Affairs, Chatham House, all the way from the United Kingdom, have also released their report on the 2023 presidential election, and they condemned it. Look at how the papers reported it. 2023 elections. INEC failed as elections exposes disenfranchisement concerns and electoral controversies. Chatham House. According to a report by the Royal Institute for International Affairs, Chatham House, Nigeria's 2023 election results have put the issue of disenfranchisement in the spotlight, as despite having the largest electoral register in Africa with 93.4 million voters, only fewer than 25 million valid votes were counted. The Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, faced logistical failures and controversies over the election results, indicating that the promised electoral reforms and lessons learned were not fully implemented. And that is what Peter Obi said. Voters experienced frustration due to the widespread delayed opening of polling units, and thousands were disenfranchised amid violence and irregularities reported by election observers. Despite the significant budget allocated to the elections, voter turnout was only 25.7%, the lowest recorded since Nigeria's return to democracy in 1999. This indicates how Nigeria's politics and state institutions continue to exclude rather than include citizens. Now, someone would want to know, how does this affect the judgment of the Presidential Election Petition Tribunal? Let me explain. Chatham House are a force when it comes to election observation worldwide. That was why the INEC chairman went there to tell them about the beavers, to tell them about the transmission of election results from polling unit to the IREV in real time, just to let them know that our election was going to be credible. That was why His Excellency Peter Obi went there and told them his intentions for Nigeria. Even Tinubu, that ignored all the media houses in Nigeria, honored the invitation of Chatham House, and that is to tell you that they are a respected body. And now look at what they have said about our elections. This is a charge to the judiciary to know that the whole world is watching. It is not only our own eyes that are on them. All eyes in this world are on them, waiting to see if they have integrity or not. Now, the second recent occurrence that could have an effect on the judgment of the Presidential Election Petition Tribunal is Tinubu's letter to the National Assembly. Now, Tinubu sent a delegation to Niger Republic. The delegation was headed by former military head of state, Abdusalam Abubakar, and Sultan of Sokoto. They went to have a peace talk to tell the military leader of Niger Republic to step down and install the civilian president. But the man did not even show face. He sent his boys to go and have a meeting with them, and the peace talk did not work. So Tinubu now wrote a letter to the Senate, formally informing them of his plan to invade Niger Republic. he won't go invade Niger Republic. And you know that Niger Republic shares border with Katsina and Sokoto. And so northern leaders became agitated and they quickly sent a warning to Tinubu. They said he should not try it. They say he should not try to use force on Niger Republic, because already the Niger Republicans are saying that Shebi Katsina dey near us. Make una come now. Apparently, if Tinubu begins a clash with Niger Republic, Katsina and the rest of the Northwest will bear the brunt the most. And somebody wants to know how this affects the Presidential Election Petition Tribunal's judgment. I think this is pretty obvious. We are talking about a judgment where we know there's going to be a lot of external influence on the judges from all regions. Now, if the northern APC members realize that a Tinubu presidency will bring fights to their region, will bring fights to the Northwest, I think they would rather not have him. The Northwest already has a lot of insecurity issues to deal with. The Boko Haram, the banditry. I don't think they would want any more trouble. And now this man is about to go and start a fight with one of their neighbors. And they are expressing their dissatisfaction at that move. So if that move is not withdrawn, if Tinubu decides to go ahead with that fight, I think he will be at serious loggerheads with leaders of the Northwest. And that may lead to them withdrawing their support from him at the Presidential Election Petition Tribunal. And if they withdraw their support at that tribunal, I can tell you confidently that things will be easier. I can tell you confidently that the judges will find it easier to say the truth. And besides, any chaos in APC is a welcome development for me. Now, the third trending event that I think could have an effect on the Presidential Election Petition Tribunal is the withdrawal of a ministerial nominee by. Now, for reasons that I can't really comprehend, there are some Nigerians who had some faith, genuine faith, that Tinubu could actually perform, even with all the bulaba and everything that he was saying during the campaigns. Now, even those people are beginning to withdraw their faith in him due to the obvious confusion, due to the poor start into this regime and the level of confusion that he's displaying. It's so obvious for anybody who wants to say the truth. First of all, his ministerial list is too large. 47 ministers. There are 36 states. We should have at most 37 or 38 ministers. But this man sent in 47. And he has added 2 more. And that is not the worst. He has withdrawn a nominee and replaced her with another person. This lady, Mariam Shetty, was on Tinubu's ministerial nominee list. And she went to the Senate and was screened. Only for us to see this afternoon that Tinubu wrote to the Senate without even informing the lady that this lady has been withdrawn and she has been replaced by Meiriga Mahmood. You know, Tinubu's ministerial list is filled with people that helped him to rig elections. So some of the riggers who didn't make it into the list became very angry. And then he heard and said, okay, let me begin to remove people and I'll replace them. You know, it will come to a point where they will look at the number of votes that you were able to rig in. And if your number of votes is not enough, they will still remove you and put somebody with a higher number of rigged votes. So it's a reward for riggers. Look at somebody like Festus Keyamo, who was smuggled into the list because obedience were making mockery of him. That after all the way he ran his mouth on social media, they didn't give him ministerial. Can you believe that today they just sent his name to the Senate? Meaning that list is just a compensation list. Anybody can be on it. In fact, I'm thinking seriously, maybe I should just find my way to Aso Rock and just do something extraordinary. I may be rewarded with a ministerial nomination. That is the level that Nigeria has come to. And somebody is saying, how does this have an effect on the Presidential Election Petition Tribunal? Yes, because of all those foolish people, some of them will still get small hope, that still had a little faith in him that he could perform. You know, some people were saying, Tinubu is going to bring in technocrats, he will bring in professionals. Now, the people we have there are professional riggers. So those who initially had faith in him have now seen that this man does not have any plan, and they have totally lost faith in him. And they will now withdraw their support from him, because some of them are actually big men. And what this means is that all the obstructions to justice are becoming thinner. The road is becoming clearer for justice to take its course. And we are still saying, all eyes on the judiciary. All eyes on the judiciary. Under normal circumstances, we don't even need all these things. Now just the Nigerian situation, now it make us they look all these things. And with the talk say, this time around, it will not be business as usual. Because Nigerians, they vex. And we they expect the judiciary go pass judgment according to the dictates of the constitution and the electoral laws. For the benefit of those of us who dey this country now, and for the children yet unborn.